I'm sorry. Saying I'm sorry was something I used to do way too much. I did it to demonstrate empathy with other people, to share that I felt what they were feeling and what they were going through. I would say I'm sorry to show that I was being polite. And of course, I'd say I'm sorry when I actually did something that resulted in a circumstance that shouldn't have happened. Early in my marriage, my husband would step on my foot and I'd say I'm sorry. He would say, be careful. However, I learned that saying I'm sorry could actually be a liability. I took that habit of saying I'm sorry into business. And in my male dominated environment, especially, I learned that was actually a liability. People saw me say I'm sorry, and what they felt was I was saying I'm responsible. It's my fault. And I actually appeared subservient. Well, that's not at all what I wanted to achieve in business. I'm trying to create and demonstrate leadership. So I had to break the habit. So I asked my husband even, babe, why don't you say you're sorry more? I can probably count on two hands how many times during our marriage he said he was sorry. And he said, What do you mean?" He was totally perplexed. He said, I say I'm sorry when I'm totally responsible for what's happened. Well, that's a pretty high bar. So I learned I had to break my habit. And my suggestion to you is say I'm sorry, but do so very sparingly.